February 21st, 2014, which resulted in charges against Courtney Ely and Clint Massey for murder. Would you please state your name?
Caprice John.
Okay. Caprice, are you giving this statement freely and voluntarily?
Yes.
Okay. Has anybody threatened you in any way?
No.
Has anybody promised you in return for giving this statement?
No.
Okay. Has anyone on behalf of Courtney Ely threatened or promised you anything?
No.
Okay. Have I threatened or promised you in any way?
No.
Okay. And you're coming here freely and voluntarily on your own will, correct?
Yes.
Okay. All right. Let's talk a little bit about what happened before you testified at trial, okay? Tell me how you got into police custody, came into police custody.
Traffic stop. They stopped me.
Okay, and that was Chicago police?
Yes.
Okay. And they took you in custody for a warrant on a traffic ticket?
Yeah, that's what I was told.
Okay. All right. And how long were you kept in custody?
72 hours.
Okay. And during those 72 hours, were you offered any food or drink?
No.
Okay. What kind of room were you put in?
Like a little box room. How can I describe? Like a little box room and like a hard ass, some steel, like a steel little thing that you could sit on. I was handcuffed to the whatever that was.
The bench?
The bench, yeah, the bench.
And was the bench, is that where you had to sleep?
Yes.
And that was of steel?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, is that yes?
Yes.
Okay, just try to avoid saying and sometimes it doesn't come across clear.
Okay.
All right. And when you were taken into custody, what were you told?
I was told basically first they told me it was a traffic warrant, then they told me I was being held for 72-hour investigation.
Okay, and did they tell you what the investigation was involved?
They told me the investigation was involved in a murder.
Okay, all right. And did they ever tell you had the right to have an attorney present?
No, they didn't.
Okay. Did they ever read you your Miranda warnings?
No.
Okay. Did they ever give you the opportunity to make a phone call?
No.
All right. And at some point, did you start speaking to the police?
Yes.
Okay. Prior to you giving them some statements, did they make any statements to you or threaten you in any way?
They threatened me where I was going. They threatened me where I was saying I was going to be put in jail for attempted murder, and they also told me that they was going to help me solve my mother's murder.
Okay. And when they told you that you were going to be charged with attempted murder if you didn't speak with them, did they tell you why you were going to be charged with attempted murder?
Because I wasn't saying anything. Because I told them I was lying to them basically, and they knew that I was lying.
Okay. And what had you lied to them about?
About the murder and what happened.
Okay. And what in fact had you told them before?
I told them that I had dropped my phone at the scene, and that it was a man that was shooting, and I just remember the car. I was running, and I ended up dropping my phone. I came back to the scene to try to get my phone to see if my phone was still there. Okay,
so you had basically lied about two things. One, that you would drop your phone at the scene, correct? Mm-hmm. And then the second thing was that a black male in dreads had done the shooting. Is that right? Okay, all right. And was it the third day then you decided to tell them a story?
Yes.
Okay. And what did you tell them?
Basically just told them the truth. Well, I told them what I thought happened, from what was assumed to me, basically saying that we was at a scene and Cdai, and now we pulled up on a man. He was sitting in the car, and all I seen was light flashing, so I figured that they killed him.
Okay. At some point, you told the police that Cdai shot the dude while you were in custody. Okay.
Yes, I did.
Did you see that?
No, I didn't see him actually shooting because I don't know who was shooting.
Okay. Why did you tell the police Cdai shot the dude?
Because he told me it was a man down, and basically man down. That's how I took it, basically.
Okay, so Cdai, after the shooting, got into a car with you, is that right?
Yes, and
Okay.
I met him on 55th in Houston. I took him back to get his phone.
Okay. And you said you made an assumption that Cdai had shot the dude?
Yes.
Okay, and that was an assumption based on Cdai telling you that he had asked the guy if he was from over here, and then the next thing he said it was man down. Is that right?
Yes.
Okay. So you assumed just because he said that he had actually shot him, right?
Mm-hmm.
Is that correct?
Yes.
And you told the officers that because you needed to tell them something, right?
Yes.
Okay. You don't know if Cdai shot the dude, correct?
No, I do not.
Okay, because you didn't see who shot him. Is that
Not
right?
at all.
Okay. Did you ever see a gun before the shooting?
No.
Okay. Before the shooting, was there any discussion about stopping somewhere prior to getting to the Wentworth party that you were at to commit some sort of a crime?
No.
Okay. What was your understanding of where you were all going that evening?
I thought we was going back to beat the girls up, Pretty
Okay.
in Pink. That's what I was going to do.
Okay. And that was because there was an altercation earlier that evening at a party?
Mm-hmm.
Is that correct?
Yes.
Okay. And the person that was shot that evening, he had nothing to do with the party, correct?
No.
Okay. The people that you were going back to deal with were girls that had shot a gun in the air
Yes.
as a result of an altercation you were involved in, right?
Yes.
Okay. All right. And that's what your understanding of what the group that you were with were going to go back and to tend to deal with, right?
Exactly.
And that's what you testified at trial too, right?
Yes.
You were going back to the party to deal with the problem.
Yes.
Okay. The problem had nothing to do with the person that was shot that evening. Is that right? Okay. Is there anything else that you think is important in your statement today regarding what you testified to or what you told the police that I haven't asked you?
No, I just really feel like I shouldn't have said that Cdai shot the gun just off the strength because of what he said, and he wasn't the only person right there in the window. By the man's car when the man did get shot. And I feel like that his time should get lessened just because don't nobody know either one who shot who.
Okay. Let me ask you this. Do you feel bad because Cdai was convicted based partly on something that you didn't see?
Yes.
And something that you just made an assumption?
Yes.
And you made this assumption because you were worried that you were going to be charged with attempted murder if you didn't tell him something?
Yes.
Okay. All right. Is that why you're here today?
Yes.
Okay. That's all I have. Thank you very much.
No problem.
This recording is 8 minutes and 22 seconds long. Thank you.